Hello and welcome to Bamboo Painting with Markers. This is an extension of last week's activity where we used our black and red markers. And this week you can use any type of paper. I recommend cardstock. And we're going to be using our black and red markers again. And we're also going to add the color gray. But if you don't have gray, that's alright. You can also use green. Just try to get 2 shades of green, a lighter and a darker one. I also recommend that you have multiple sheets of paper for this because we're going to use one for practice. So go ahead and collect your materials, pause the video, and meet me back here. Hopefully you have all your stuff. We're going to put one of our papers off to the side and save it for later. We're going to use this whole sheet just for practice. I'm going to start by making lines and dots. Dot, line, dot, line, all the way down the paper. That's the basic shape of bamboo as it is painted in this style. So now I'm going to try to make a dot with the side of my marker tip. There we go. You see I lay the side of my marker on the paper and I kind of rock it back and forth a little bit. This one's a little bit dry. You can also draw the line that way. That's fine too. I'm going to keep trying to do it with just one little move here. I'll even try with my other hand. I'm going to lay my marker side on the paper and rock it back and forth. There we go. This might take some extra tries. Now I'm going to try to make the line, the thick line with the side of the marker tip. So I'm laying my side on there, rocking it back and forth to make the dot, and I drag the marker to make the thick line. Let's keep going with that pattern. Dot, dot, drag for the thick line, lay it down and drag for that thick line. There we go. We'll continue this off the paper here. Dot, dot, drag the thick lines down to the paper. Alright, so there we go, and that's the basic shape of the bamboo that we're going to be doing today. So I've done it with black there, so I'm going to continue trying to make this part of the bamboo, the stalk of the bamboo. It's kind of like the body of the plant. There we go. There it is with gray. I'll try it again here with light green. Young bamboo that's still pretty new, it comes in with a nice bright green, or sometimes even yellowish green. Keep practicing on your paper until you've filled it most of the way up with these bamboo stalks. You should be getting better at it the more you try. And you'll also get a chance to figure out which of your markers is the driest, because the drier ones are a little harder to use, but if you've got some that are pretty good, like this dark green one here, that's a pretty good one. There we go. Oh, there's an unusual shaped one right there. That's okay though, I kind of like it. I think it looks neat. Sometimes bamboo actually does look like that when it's growing in the wild. It has a little bit of white stuff on it. So that is totally okay. Alright, so now that we've practiced the stalks, let's try the leaves. Now the leaves are also going to use the side of the marker tip, and I'm going to drag it down and flick it at the end. I drag it along and I flick the tip away from the paper. Drag and flick. Drag and flick. And the leaves will tend to go in the same direction that the branches point. I'll explain more about that later. So let me try again with this light green. It's a little drier than the dark green, so my leaves aren't as pointy when I flick. But that's alright, they still look like bamboo leaves. We do want them to stay pointy like that though. Let's try again with this color. That looks pretty good. So practice your leaves as many times as you need to, even on the other side of your paper. But I'm done with that for now, so let's move on to our other paper. We're going to try to make a picture here. And I will start with my black marker. I'm going to add my branches. I try to make them come off of these nodes. They're those little dots that we made, those sideways dots. And I try to make each branch have a couple of branches on it. So a long, a medium, and a short. I'll show you again. Alright, so my branches are going to come off to the side, and I have a long, medium, and a short branch. Then I'll skip and I'll go to the other side. Go. So I'll go the opposite direction. Go. Long, medium, and short branches. And now I could stop there, but I'm going to keep going just to show you how the green one works. Same idea. Alright, now the light green, this is a little bamboo. Like I said before, if you can't get this side of the marker tip thing going, it's okay to make your bamboo skinny like this. That's totally acceptable. And we'll give it some small tiny branches, and then off to the sides. Now let's add our leaves. Now the leaves will go in the same direction that the branch points, so I'm going to slide my marker in that direction and flick at the end. Drag and flick, drag and flick, drag and flick. Alright, got my leaves a little too bunched up there, so I want to try and spread them out. Here's another example. I'm starting at the end of the branch and dragging my marker down, trying to make sure that the ends are pointy. You can go and shape the ends with the tip of your marker too. That's fine. You can try all the colors that you have. You just add leaves until you feel like your page is getting pretty full. You don't want it overcrowded with leaves. You can have big and small leaves. Make sure they go in more than one direction. Alright, there we go. So I've got a couple here that I've tried, and I try it again and again, so don't get discouraged. Keep trying. It's a process, you know. So keep on plugging away at it, and you'll get something that you like. And it'll be time to get out your red marker and make our name stamp. So as you probably recall from last time, we're going to make a 3-sided rectangle. We're going to leave it open on one end. I'm going to write our name inside, or your initials, whichever is easier. Then when we're done writing our name, we'll finish the rectangle around our name. Alright, there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this bamboo painting activity with markers. If you ever get paints, you can try it with that too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see what you make. Bye for now.